This is Goku-san DBZ, and this is the first of its type of video. I am going to be doing a little food experiment today, using clear glass so you can actually see it. Now, what I'm going to be doing is making a carbonated coffee drink. This is the first time I've actually ever tried this, so I'll be curious to see how the taste ends up. There's three main things to be using in order to make a carbonated coffee drink, and anybody that's listened to me in the past knows that I'm a big coffee person. First of the three things you'll need: a vanilla syrup flavor, if you like vanilla, or you can choose hazelnut or whatever, that you can find either at your local Kroger, Walmart, or wherever. But this is the brand I recommend. It's known for being one of the better quality ones. Item 2 you're going to need: iced coffee. I recommend quality-wise Starbucks. Now, because I'm going to be adding another ingredient in order to carbonate it, I need a bolder coffee. Because if you get like a mild roast or like a blonde roast, those are going to be very weak. And if you want a decent coffee flavor, I recommend going with the Starbucks iced coffee dark roast, because it's going to have the most bold flavor to it. And last, I recommend this. For the carbonation, you're going to need carbonated, non-flavored water. So make sure you get the non-flavored. This is known for being one of the better brands, so I recommend to use this particular brand for the carbonation part. But those are the three things predominantly you're going to need. Now, I'm sorry about the lighting. I was hoping to try to get a little better lighting, but this room, unfortunately, I don't have more than one light to use, so it's going to be a little dimly lit, unfortunately. But I recommend first, probably if you want to get the flavor balance best, probably better to first go with the actual flavored syrup. Then I would recommend adding probably the coffee next, because you have to think a few things out first when you're doing this. Now, I want to make sure I have enough for flavor, but not too much, because these things are known for having a lot of flavor, so you want to make sure you don't overdo the syrup, because too much and it'll overpower the coffee, flavoring wise. And that looks like that should be about right. Oh yeah, you can definitely smell the vanilla in that. Yeah, make sure you shake these things up pretty well. Yep, that's definitely some strong coffee right there. And of course, good thing about this is unsweet, because you don't want some sweet already, because in order to get the right flavor. Okay, and that's about a half mark, so that's good. Next, we'll add the last part in order to carbonate. There. And you can see it line up a little. And the fizz, and it's fizzing actually like a normal Coke or something would. And shading wise, though, you can't tell with this. The shading is actually very similar to that of like a Pepsi or Coca-Cola. Now, I'd recommend, if you don't have a straw or something, use like the back part of a wood spoon in order to stir and make sure you get the flavors and stuff mixed pretty thoroughly. And yeah, you can hear it foaming, the fizz. I will say I'll be curious to definitely try this. Now I'll see if I need to add any more syrup or not. That's why I left a little bit of space at the top, just in case I need extra syrup. Okay, let's see actually how this tastes. This should be rather interesting to say the least. You can definitely smell the dark roast coffee, most definitely. Definitely, that was just the right amount of coffee and just the right amount of carbonation. Could maybe use just a dash more carbonation, but definitely needs actually a little bit more on the vanilla. I miscalculated the vanilla. I thought it'd be too strong, but I guess given used dark roast coffee, that's probably why. Actually, not bad at all. I'm actually rather surprised at the turnout. So yeah, in order to get this, flavor-wise, I would say, for a glass like this, you're probably going to want to use about 45% carbonated water and about 45% of preferably dark roast, but if you want a little weaker, go with the medium roast, whichever. And at least about 10% vanilla syrup, or, as I said, hazelnut, or caramel, whatever. It depends what flavor of coffee you like best to what kind of syrup to use. But if you're going to do either way, go with this brand of flavored syrup. Quality-wise, and they have a decent selection. Like one of the Kroger's where I have has about 8 different flavors of actual syrup that you can choose from to add to your coffee. But that's why I recommend. But yeah, these, it's not that complicated to make something like this. Just use that, and however strong you want your coffee to base what kind of iced coffee you get. And then get at least a decent quality carbonated water, but as I said, make sure absolutely it does not have any flavor, because otherwise it's going to mess up the overall result flavor of your carbonated coffee drink. But this is for people who enjoy coffee but want to try something a little new and different with it. And also if you like soda and stuff. Now, in the future, I'm planning on doing a few more experiments involving coffee. So we'll see how those turn out in the future. You can expect a couple of those experiment videos here on YouTube. One of them I'm going to be trying coffee mixed with a couple different kinds of maybe sodas, like Coca-Cola and some others, to see how that turns out. But anyways, I'll see you all next time here in YouTube land. Same YouTube time, same YouTube show. And I hope you actually enjoyed this little experiment video I did. And let me know if you'd like me to do also future food experiments, whether it be soft drink or otherwise. But I'll see you then, and stay tuned for some comic book reviews coming up this weekend.